Hey guys, this is a quick demonstration on how to create a mask button, a selection mask button. Remember we went over this last week. For some of you guys, your selection mask might be collapsed like this, especially if you're coming from a modeling or rigging course. A lot of people don't use the selection mask, but for us, we're going to use the selection mask because it's going to make sure that we are only selecting and saving keys on controls instead of on geometry or on the environment. So I want you to go ahead and open up the selection mask. You'll see that every time you open up your scene file, it defaults to having everything on, which means that if I drag select, I can select my environment and my curves. And this can become dangerous because if you set a key on your environment or on the geometry of your rig and then you save your scene out and you pass it down to the next department, it might not, they might have to push it back to you guys because the sims won't work. So we want to make sure, we want to be really careful not to save a key on geometry. So one way I get around doing this is I will come up here to the selection mask and I will turn all my objects off. And then I'll just click on curves because I know that all the controls for this rig are curves. But I'm going to go ahead and save a button to the shelf for that by saying save to shelf and see how it creates this mask button. So when I open up the scene file, see how it once again defaults to having all of those on. The first thing I'm going to do is hit that mask button so I don't have to worry about accidentally selecting anything other than the curves, the controls that we use for animating our rig. Hope this helps.